Hello, my name is Kim. I am creating this video to share content with you on cryptocurrency. The very first cryptocurrency created was Bitcoin. And being the very first, it carries the brand name of the cryptocurrency. But anything that is not Bitcoin is called an altcoin, as an alternative coin. Just as the same way as Coca-Cola was the first Coke, and then there came others like Pepsi, Shasta, RC, store brands, Kroger, Great Value, Publix, Colas. All of those would be alt Cokes. See that? So, Bitcoin in particular is a transactional coin. There are three types of coins. They're transactional, functional, and stable coins. I will not go into all of that right now in this video, but just giving you general information. In terms of value and price point, here's some facts. February of 2011, Bitcoin was $1. November 9th of 2020, Bitcoin was $15,342. How do I know that? That was my birthday. Well, the day that the Capitol was raided, if I'm not mistaken, that was January the 6th. Bitcoin ran up to over $41,000. It hit all-time highs. On that day, it had been running and running and running day after day after day. But that wasn't in the news, or not the news that I had heard. So, at this point, as of this recording, Bitcoin crossed back over $55,000 today. Its all-time high is some dollars over $58,000. And so Bitcoin's price prediction, I looked that up. I had been hearing that Bitcoin was going to be a six-figure stock. So I wanted to know six-figure what? And because $100,000 is six figures, the very first figure I saw was $400,000. Okay, so I began to research. I am a part of an academy that teaches me how to invest in the foreign exchange market, and I am specializing in cryptocurrency because I like the fact that I can learn how to get ownership and make money in various ways in this space. So, one of the things that I learned along the way was about, well, before the education that I've received, I've noticed that Cash App, which is owned by Square invested $50 million into Bitcoin. PayPal invested $425 million into Bitcoin. You can buy cryptocurrency on those two exchanges. Well, okay. In my educational process, what I learned is I'm going to include the video of these two people that I'm talking about. A woman by the name of Cathie Woods, she states that to remove the volatility, the up and down that Bitcoin does, because it can swing $10,000 easily within a day, that'll scare some people off. And in certain places, it has scared me, but I have learned how to navigate better and hang on to this, because this is a space that nobody's going to take your Bitcoin away from you if you have it. But because there are only, I believe, 21 million Bitcoin that will ever be in circulation. I believe there's somewhere around 18 million the more scarce it gets, the more in demand it will be. But they said that so things will come out and try to scare you out of your Bitcoin. Never let that happen. If you own any, hold on to it. So I'm going to include a video of what Cathie Wood said about Bitcoin. She said that once Bitcoin rises over $200,000, that it will not be as volatile as it is once. But she was talking about it getting to $400,000. Now she's speaking in a corporate sense. She's speaking for corporate businesses. That's her audience. Michael Saylor, who owns a company by the name of Microstrategy, he put 100% of his company's cash into Bitcoin, and during a pandemic became $1 billion company. Okay? Elon Musk put in 1.5 trillion, no, billion, I'm sorry, billion, trillions, you know, yeah, got that laying to the side. He put $1.5 billion into Bitcoin, and he said that he made more, if I'm not mistaken, in 2 weeks than he had in 14 years of selling cars. Hey, that's saying something. So Michael Saylor in particular put on a symposium February the 3rd and the 4th and invited in big companies and exchanges, which are brokers that sell this cryptocurrency, so that this relationship can be created, and gave them his playbook of how you invest. Now, there was a charge and there was a fee, but ultimately he gave this information away because the more people that get involved and the more the price goes up, it benefits him too. So I got skin in the game, and I encourage you to get skin in the game as well. Listen, have you heard that or seen that there's a coin shortage? You go someplace and they're asking for exact change because there's a coin shortage. Do you believe that? Are we outsourcing coins now? Is there a mineral shortage? I've not heard that. We make the money and there's a shortage. No, what there is, there's a shortage of desire to do things in the way that they've been doing, and there's value somewhere else, and they are steering us in this direction, and there are money movers and money makers that are moving and making money, and you can be a part of this too. Now, when I first did my research, when I would read articles, I could tell who wrote the article. If it was a bank, the article concerning Bitcoin was very negative. But now banks are getting on board. They J.P. Morgan and the likes are giving a nod to and changing their thoughts about it, because Bitcoin is cryptocurrency. What it's doing in its core is decentralization. Okay, so Bitcoin is to the banking industry what Lyft and Uber is to the taxi cab industry, what Airbnb and VRBO are to the hotel industry. Is decentralizing it, okay, and spreading it out using animals. Decentralization is a spider. I'm sorry. Centralization is a spider. Decentralization is a starfish. So if you were to cut the head off of a spider, that's it. No more webs, no more anything. It's dead, it's gone. Crash. if you cut the leg off of a starfish, it'll grow another one back. If you cut a starfish in half, what do you get? 2 starfish. And this is what is happening if you ever have seen any Bitcoin. If you see Bitcoin and you see Bitcoin Cash, that's when it halves. Literally, every 4 years, Bitcoin halves. HALVES. It halves. Not halves, not. Anyway, and so it just keeps growing. There's an organic component to it. It just keeps growing. It keeps going. Now, they use what's called the blockchain. Okay, so the blockchain is a digital ledger, so that things like your wallet address, time and date stamps and amounts, those things, and maybe a note go into a ledger. And this ledger cannot be overwritten or erased, so that it goes out into these multiple computers that verify across one another to say, hey, this transaction went out. It solves this code, which is a part of the Bitcoin mining. It solves the algorithm. And this one says, I got it, you got it, I got it, you got it, I got it, you got it. And there's this cross validation that happens over many, many computers across the world, and it's stored in the blockchain. That's basically how it works. And so with this, you take away all the middlemen. That's why banks don't like it, because you take them out of the loop. I heard it said by one individual that this is almost karma. I call it reaping and sowing to the banks, because all the ways in which people have been isolated and left out of the money-making arena, where they have been penalized by insufficient funds. The thing about insufficient funds, the banks made billions of dollars off of insufficient funds, which meant that they really made money off of people that didn't have any money. Billions of dollars. Okay. I remember there was one particular bank I used to do business with when I had rental properties, a large amount of them. We would collect the rent, and the tenants would pay in cash. Well, the tenant, when I went to deposit the money at a period of time, that particular bank decided to charge me if I deposited more than maybe like $1,500 a month in cash. I said, you're gonna charge me for depositing cash? They told me somebody has to count it. They were charging me for somebody counting my money to hold. Wow. So the things that banks have done over the years with savings, and I'll give you my Saks Fifth Avenue example. The first time I went to Saks, I went to the cologne counter and smelled this fragrance, and smelled nice. I asked the lady, how much did it cost? And it was over $500. And she told me the amount, and she smiled. She was very nice, and I was nice back. And I told her thank you. I was going to continue to look around, and maybe I'll be back. I knew I wasn't going back. But she looked at me with a straight face. The people at the bank look at you with a straight face also when they tell you that you can get savings of 0.1%. I don't even know what the savings rate is right now. But with cryptocurrency, there are some exchanges and wallets that allow you to stake, which is another word, another cryptocurrency term, which allows you to stake your money there, which really means to hold it there, and they will pay you a APY. I've seen upwards of 12%. Okay, so no, Mr. Bank, keep it. I've seen cryptocurrency that allows you to lend and borrow cryptocurrency, no credit check. So all the ways in which people have been isolated from being a part of this financial community, decentralization is saying, hey, come on, get your money and come get it now. How do you need it? Do you want to invest in it? Do you want to trade it? Do you want to stake it? Do you want to lend it? Do you want to borrow it? Do you want to become a miner? Do you want to learn about NFTs? These are ways, that's 7 that I counted. These are 7 different ways that I have learned and am learning and am probably participating in 5. Okay. 3 of those ways. But I remember asking God one day about the scripture. He said that we should be lenders and not borrowers. I said, Lord, how can I be that? Because my financial picture did not look that way. And I want to be all of that he said, especially the good stuff. I want to be that. I want to experience that abundant life. And this is a way I could lend my cryptocurrency, borrow it if I need to as well. But I don't want to go, I need to stop here. And I'm going to include another video about how to secure your cryptocurrency. Because you should be excited, hopefully enough, to at least investigate further and become a part of this new economy where you can make money and make it big and make it quickly, especially this year, 2021. I speak blessings and peace upon you. Live.